we're now going to add the code to our background to allow the background to move. So let's just have a look at the game. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable that's going to be moving. So I'm going to do this on my ghost sprite. And what I'm going to do is just bring in at the start of the game. And what I'm looking to do is create a variable, and I'm going to make a new variable. I'm going to call this scroll X. So it's scrolling on the X axis, and it's going to be for all sprites. So I click OK. So I've got a scroll X. I don't actually want it to be shown on my game, so I'm just going to untick the blue box. And what I can do is just put in on the variables set scroll X to 0. And what I want this to do is to constantly count backwards when the game starts. So I'm going to put in another event. I can add this to my original event or just build a new event. So when the green flag is clicked, what I want it to do with my variable is I want my variable to change. So scroll X to change by -2. Now I want this to repeat over and over again, so I'm just going to put this in a forever loop. So it's going to continually repeat, so just drag a forever loop in. Forever change scroll X by -2. So that's building the scroll X, telling it to do it. Now I need to go onto the actual sprite, my background. So I'm going to start with background 0. And what I need to do for background 0 is I need to start with an event when green flag is clicked. Again, this is going to repeat over and over again, so I can drag a forever in. And what I want it to do is change the X. So I need to go to motion, and what I'm doing is set X to. I'm going to just leave this here a second, set X2, and now I need to build up a little bit of code. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my operators. I'm going to need an add operator, and I'm also going to need a multiply operator, which is the asterisk. So that's there, and what I'm going to do is just put the multiplier operator inside the add operator. So now I've got this, add this, times this. And this is what we're going to build up. So first of all, I'm going to go to my variable, and it's going to be scroll X. So I've put scroll X in, add, and I'm going to put the number 480 in here. This is to do with the pixels, how many pixels. And because I'm working on background 0, in here I've put the number 0. So I can drag the whole of this block into this. So I've got set X to scroll X plus 480 times 0, and this can just be dropped into there. So now when I press go, we should see that my background for position 0 has scrolled along. Now let's go back to background 0. Here it is, and all I'm going to do is drag this whole block of code onto background 1 and let go. Now when I click on background 1, it's copied my code. The only thing I need to change is, because this is background 1, I need to change this number here to 1. This is to do with its starting position for the game, so it needs to be starting off the screen. So now when I click go, what I should see is my background 0 scrolling and my background 1 scrolling. I can just adjust my background 1 if I stop the game and move my background just up a little bit, and that will tidy it up. So at the start of the game now, I've got a continuation of background 0 and background 1, and all I need to do is continue this and keep adding the bits of code for every background sprite that I have. So obviously I haven't done background 2 now, but I can just very easily go to background 0, drag this bit of code over to background 2, let go. On background 2 I can just change this number to 2, and again when I'm playing my game I can now move through the obstacles, avoiding them. At the moment nothing's going to happen if I click the red, hit the red obstacles. We'll do that on the next video. But I can then fly my game all the way through to the end, and I can have an end screen, a congratulations, well done screen if I wanted to right at the end. So now it's your turn.